Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss with you the grammar portion, that is the time and tense. Students, today we will discuss with you the past perfect progressive tense. How do we make a sentence by using the past perfect progressive tense? Its making. Do you know students? There is subject plus had been plus main verb plus ing. This is the making of the past perfect progressive tense of the verb. How do we make it? Subject. For example, subject, the head word of the sentence, that is any name, any persons, things, anything. A pronoun or noun. Mira had been going. She had been reading. We had been taking. They had been reading. In this way, we make so many sentences by using the past perfect progressive tense. We have already discussed all the tense form, and this is the last form. Do you know students? There are some rules for it. The first rule, to talk about an action continued over a period of time in the past before the happening of the result. This is the use of rules. First formula, how we use this rule in the sentences. For example, the trees were wet. It had been raining all night. The trees were wet. It had been raining. Rain is the main verb. Had been. It means the trees. The trees were wet. Again, the trees were wet. It had been raining all night. राति सारा वर्षा हेउथिला, तेणु गछ गुड़िक ओदा थिला. I was tired. I had been teaching for 3 hours. I had been tired. I had been teaching for 3 hours. He looked very tired because he had been working for long hours. These are the examples of the uses of the first rule. How we use this rule in a sentence. Students, there is another rule for it, and that is कौनसी सिचुएशन रो कंटिन्यूटी एट ड्यूरेशन रही थिले आमे पास्ट परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव व्यवहार करू. मात्र सिचुएशन एट बा एक्टिविटी रो समाप्ति सुझाउथिले पास्ट परफेक्ट व्यवहार करू. एथिरे दुईटी टेंस अछि, पास्ट परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव और पास्ट परफेक्ट. I mean, we have already known when we use the past perfect, when the activity has already completed. At that time, we use the past perfect. But when the activity is continuing at that and it is in the past tense, then we use the past perfect progressive. For example, we had been doing our homework, but we still had not finished it by 10 o'clock. There is two sentences. Had been doing. This is the past perfect progressive. We had finished. This is the past perfect. In a sentence, there are two tenses and it is divided into two sentences. Past perfect. We had finished our homework by 10 o'clock. So in this way, we use these rules in the past perfect progressive tense. Next student, we use the third form, that is when we use direct speech रे प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव थिले इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच रे ताहा पास्ट परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव हुए when we change direct speech into indirect speech at that time we change the tense form also according to the sentences. For example, direct speech, he said, I have been teaching. This is present perfect progressive, I have been teaching, and it changes into he had been teaching. He said that he had been teaching for the last 5 years. In this way, we use the past perfect progressive tense of the verb. So students, we can make so many sentences by using this verb. For example, I had been going. We can write here, we had been going. She had been going. And this is the affirmative sentence. We can change it in its negative form by using not. I had not been going. I had not been going. We had not been going. She had not been going. They had not been going. You had not been going. I had not been teaching. I had been teaching. Affirmative. Then we come into interrogative. Had I been teaching? Had I been going? Had we been going? Interrogative, negative, interrogative. Had I been going? Had we been going? Had I not been going? Had we not been going? In this way, we can make so many sentences and change one sentence into another sentences. Do you know, students? Do you understand this? How do we use past perfect progressive tense? There is rule for it: subject plus had been plus any main verb plus ing. We can make so many uses. ମୁଁ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରି ଆସୁଥିଲି. I had been praying. ମୁଁ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ି ଆସୁଥିଲି. I had been studying. ମୁଁ ସାହିତ୍ୟ ପଢ଼ି ଆସୁଥିଲି. I had been reading ଓଡ଼ିଆ. In this way, you can make translation also. Students, So please go through the PDF and write it. There are so many activities. Do it and learn it. Remember it. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.